Unforgettable last words of the famous. Join us on a journey through time as we uncover the poignant and thought-provoking parting phrases of these extraordinary individuals. Through their last words, we explore the triumphs and tragedies that shaped their existence, shedding light on the human experience at its most vulnerable and profound. I'm bored with it all. Winston Churchill, 1965. These words were reportedly spoken by the former British Prime Minister as he drifted into a coma before passing away. I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country. Nathan Hale, 1776. These patriotic words were uttered by American spy Nathan Hale just before he was hanged by the British during the American Revolutionary War. I have always loved my wife, my children, and my grandchildren, and I have always loved my country. Lee Kuan Yew, 2015. These poignant words were spoken by Lee Kuan Yew, the founding father and first Prime Minister of Singapore, during his final moments. I'll finally get to see Marilyn. Joe DiMaggio, 1999. These words were reportedly spoken by the baseball legend Joe DiMaggio, referring to his former wife Marilyn Monroe, whom he had deeply loved. Hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames. Joan of Arc, 1431. These resolute words were spoken by Joan of Arc, the French military leader and martyr, as she was being burned at the stake. Et tu, Brute? Julius Caesar, 44 BC. These words, meaning in you, Brutus, in Latin, were spoken by Caesar when he recognized his friend Brutus among his assassins. I have a terrible headache. Franklin D. Roosevelt, 1945. These words were spoken by the 32nd President of the United States before he suffered a cerebral hemorrhage and passed away. I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I've kept the faith. Apostle Paul, AD 67. These words were attributed to the Apostle Paul in the Bible, expressing his faith and satisfaction with his life's work. I am about to take my last voyage, a great leap in the dark. Thomas Hobbes, 1679. These words were spoken by the philosopher Thomas Hobbes on his deathbed, referring to the uncertainty of what lies beyond death. Go away, I'm all right. H. G. Wells, 1946. These words were reportedly said by the English author H. G. Wells moments before he passed away. I'm going to the bathroom to read. Elvis Presley, 1977. These words were reportedly spoken by the legendary musician Elvis Presley before his death. It is very beautiful over there. Thomas Edison, 1931. These words were allegedly spoken by the inventor Thomas Edison before he passed away, hinting at the possibility of an afterlife. I am not the least afraid to die. Charles Darwin, 1882. These words were spoken by the renowned naturalist and scientist Charles Darwin, expressing his acceptance of death. I am still alive. Salvador Dalí, 1989. These paradoxical words were spoken by the eccentric Spanish artist Salvador Dalí as a reflection of his unconventional personality. You are wonderful, Charlie Chaplin, 1977. These words were reportedly the last words of the iconic comedian and actor Charlie Chaplin, expressing his gratitude to his wife Una. I've had a hell of a lot of fun and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Errol Flynn, 1959. These words were spoken by the swashbuckling actor Errol Flynn, known for his adventurous lifestyle, just before his death. I am ready to meet my maker. Whether my maker is prepared for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter. Winston Churchill, 1965. Churchill's witty remark before his death adds a touch of his characteristic humor. As our journey through the unforgettable last words of the famous comes to a close, we are left with a profound appreciation for the power of language and the enduring impact of those who shaped history.